Well, hey there. Greetings. Good evening, everybody. It's Ann C. coming at you. It's the final wrap up of a big 4th of July extended weekend starting on Thursday. I hope you all had a really safe and happy 4th of July celebrating your freedom. And we like to celebrate freedom and independence here at the E-Commerce Business School through the training and mentorship that we provide you. And that's going to be the topic of tonight. We're going to get into a little training about the 3 pillars of e-commerce business success. I do recommend you have this pen out or a pen because it is going to be higher level. And I will be repeating this information continually because it really is I guess what you could call the formula for having a highly successful e-commerce business. So again, it's Ann Singh. I am the founder of the E-Commerce Business School, and I have with me Coach Kurt. Hey there, Coach Kurt.
Good evening, everybody. Hope you had a great celebrating Freedom Weekend.
Yeah, Coach Kurt, some of you already know who he is. He runs our 10-day accountability boot camp. I've come into the last 2 boot camps, the last day to watch the graduation. And every time there have been remarkable success stories. So high five to all those boot camp participants, especially if you got a gold medal or if you're a rising star like Johnny and help me out, his lovely wife,
Nancy.
Nancy. All right. So, and they will be coming to our upcoming Trifecta workshop. They just joined and they're already going to be showing up in Bloomington, Minnesota with us. We'll go to the next slide there, Coach Kurt. So as best we can, we want to participate with you. We are broadcasting this through Zoom. But just write in the comments section. I've got my phone open and I will try to watch for comments. I can't guarantee I'll see them, but I'll do my best, okay? And then let's go to the next slide because in addition to our training here this evening, we've got a big announcement today. And you know what? I don't know who the winner is, but Coach Kurt does. I really don't. I don't know who it is. It was drawn out of a hat. That's what I know to be true. And that is, drum roll, a complimentary ticket to our upcoming Ultimate Business Lifestyle Retreat. This is a $997 value. And what makes this really exceptional, normally only certain members can attend the Ultimate Business Lifestyle Retreat. But in this exception, we are letting one of our Trifecta members come. And I will tell you the thrust of the Ultimate Business Lifestyle Retreat is helping you build an automated, scalable e-commerce business. And we focus on you, the CEO. We're going to develop you to be that top level CEO that can create a business that you can walk away from, sell for a profit, or pass on to your children. And there's proof of it. We're going to give you proof tonight. All right, so that's going to be happening tonight, but I do want you to know this. If you're like, hang on, holy cow, Ann, I was there with you Friday and you, Coach Kurt, and I didn't secure my Trifecta ticket yet, because that is correct. You must be a Trifecta ticket winner. So Kurt, let me get this clear with you. If someone were to buy now, before you make the announcement, are you going to be able to spin the tumbler again and then do a new drawing?
I will. So I will keep an eye on that. And if anybody comes in while we're chatting here tonight, I will redo the scramble. Would only be fair.
All right, that I just wanted to check on that because we did have people join Friday right during the webinar, and the same will happen tonight. So there we go. We won't announce. He's pre-selected, at the little scramble, but we'll redo it. Let's go to the next one. So with the 4th is to remember the fight that was had in order to secure freedom for our country. Everyone, you know the history of our country. We fought for our freedom. And that's in part what needs to happen for you as you fight for your freedom. I'm talking about freedom to do what you want, when you want, and you are no longer even needing to work inside your business, but rather you are non-owner reliant. We're going to give you an amazing case study of one of our members where that's happened for her. So what you see on the screen there was my fight for freedom, which was my husband. That's him, the picture on the right there. I think he's real handsome. Okay, so they're just had to put in that little plug. But that picture there of the airport and the fueling, the jet fueling vehicle, is that we had a really, really wonderful business for 12 years in the automotive industry. We were doing, it was a windshield replacement business. My husband absolutely loved that business. He likes being outdoors. He likes working with his hands. He likes talking directly to the clients, et cetera, et cetera. And what happened is the state of Minnesota rolled out a new law that basically wiped out all the mom and pop automotive windshield replacement businesses. We were one of them. So my husband ended up working out at the airport fueling jets. And on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, this would have been in 2006. This was my life. He was out working 30 hours between two jobs, and he would get, I don't know, 6 hours in that total time. It was very dangerous. And so I'll never forget one night when he walked out the door. This is 2006, or prior to that, actually. And I said, I'm going to get you home. I'm going to get you home. And I was running my kitchen table business. I wish Amazon would have been available to me in 2004, but it wasn't. Anyways, I was successful to get him home, but it took, for me, thousands of hours. It really did. It took me 2 years, but then I did, 2004 to 2006, 2 years, and I had him home. All right, so let's go on to the next slide, and we're going to share with you another husband-wife team, and that is Tim and Maya Coyle. And he owned a brick and mortar business in Southern California. And his wife, Maya, was a high level, she sold mattresses for a high level mattress company, expensive, high end, mattresses. And they barely saw each other. They were like ships passing in the night. Some of you know what I'm talking about. And so they sold their business in Southern California and they moved to Boise, Idaho. And they were on a quest to carve out a new lifestyle that in their dream of dreams, they would do it from home and they would be together working their business. They're not adverse to work. I'll just make that clear. But they knew they wanted to do it together. And so I sent out an email. It was summer of 2015. They had been on my subscriber list for many, many years. They thought, we trust ANC. They opened, they read it. And it was none other than the opportunity to do Shop Your Way to Wealth, implementing local retail arbitrage. So it was through that effort that they grew their income, and they have been working from home ever since. And you can see on the next slide, they're in big vacation mode. 2015, 7 vacations, 2018, 8 vacations, and it's been quite an array in 2019. I know there's been at least 1 cruise. And that is their new economic lifestyle. All because they came into the e-commerce business school. They began with our cash flow building program and they scaled from there. So then we're going to share the next story, which is with Danita Zanre. And then Danita, if her name sounds familiar, she is our expert Shop Your Way to Wealth trainer and coach. Now look closely in there. You'll see the screenshot. Now she started July of 2014. July. Kurt, we're in the month of July, aren't we? I just want to check and make sure. Isn't this July? This is July.
July 4th. Yeah, guess so.
Yeah, we're in July. By that December, she made $39,000 and she gets about 50-60% profit on her products. And she retired her husband from his electrical engineering corporate position. You tell me, was that fight worth it? The fight for freedom, for Tim and Maya, for Danita and her husband Joe, for me with my husband Brian. And then the next screenshot, Danita, she attended our workshop. It was summer of 2014, July. And by attending our workshop, that gave her the acceleration, hitting Q4 really hard. $39,000. She'd only been in for 6 months. That's crazy. That's just crazy. So in the next slide, our upcoming trifecta workshop will help you make bank during the Q4 season to help catapult you into 2020, just like it did for Danita. You see what Danita did with that cash flow, 50 to 60% profit margins. She brought her husband home, check. And then they began to work together as a team, and they moved into more scalable methods, wholesale, private label, print on demand. That he even has an invention that he created. He's an engineer, and they market that on Amazon. That's what our cash flow course, compounded with the Q4 season and attending our live workshop in July, did for them. So year after year after year, we host an event in July to help catapult you into the following year. And it's helping you think more strategically. So we'll go into the next slide. You will be able to strategically use your newfound Q4 cash flow to help catapult you into an automated e-commerce business. And here's how. Let me give you the details. So the next slide is with Dr. Josie Shepard. Now, she was a previous member of mine in a different training company that I had. And I taught about creating systems and automation in your business. Smart cookie. She went through my training and she applied it into her new e-commerce business. And so she started at age 70 in e-commerce, and she now has 3 walk-away income businesses. And this can happen for you too. Now, she trained at our March event in Dallas, and I asked her, we did an experts panel, and I asked her point blank, Josie, how much time do you put into your 3 businesses on a daily basis? And her reply, I'll be really honest, it floored me. 20 minutes. 20 minutes a day into 3 fully automated businesses. All right. And she is one of our master trainers and coaches here. So she has what you call a non-owner reliant business. So let's just check in for a moment. Pop quiz. When you're doing local retail arbitrage, especially when you're starting, you answer me. Type in the comment section below. Do you have an owner reliant business or non-owner? An owner reliant means if you don't show up, the company doesn't work. That's owner reliant. The business will only work if you show up, right? So write in the comment section if you're brand new to local retail arbitrage. X actually at the beginning, this is always the answer, but what would it be? Write in the comment section. Okay, if you wrote in owner reliant, that's right. It is 100% dependent on you. And now we're going to do a mind shift that starts tonight as we work together. So I'm going to show you the next slide. She has 2 Amazon stores with fully automated overseas team of virtual assistants. By the way, hear me loud and clear. You cannot go out on your own and start 2 Amazon accounts. She had to get special permission. So I'm just adding in that caveat. I know you want to be like Josie, but don't do that. You'll get in trouble. She had to get special permission, but she has 2 entirely separate stores, 2 separate teams of VAs. And this is what they tell their boss, Josie. Josie, if you have to come in and work with us, we're not doing our job. So we're going to do our job. And our goal is so you don't even have to step in and do anything in your business. That's where they feel, okay, we've done our job for Josie. And that's what's happened for her. Josie's 3rd e-commerce business in the next slide is her Prep It, Pack It, Ship It shipping center in Southern California. Now, I think you can all agree with me. What an ambitious woman. Age 70, and she is highly ambitious. She is doing now what she loves, which is training, teaching, and mentoring here at the e-commerce business school. So the next slide is a picture of her warehouse. And guess what? She is featured in the back office of Amazon Seller Central. How many of you have that on your calling card that you are actually referenced and promoted by a company that is headed for $1 trillion valuation. Next slide shows there's her staff. I'm going to have a pop question coming up here real soon. And then the next slide is a picture of her son, Michael, who lives in Thailand. He runs the show for her. Mom, I got this for you. And Josie just got back from a 2-week vacation in Hawaii. Preceding that was a road trip with her youngest son. She is free to do what she wants. Let's get down to the secret of her success there. So Josie accomplished this by using the cash flow in her business to set up systems and teams of people to run her business for her. Now, obviously, this didn't happen overnight, but she knew because of the training she had gone through with me, that's what I'm going for, Ann. You taught me. When I quizzed her about this, she said, Ann, you taught me to do this, remember? I'm like, you're right, I did. So this is what your Q4 cash flow can do for you. Now you're thinking, wait a minute, Ann, I'm brand new. How can that possibly happen for me? Well, it can, especially when you zoom out big picture, which we are doing for your benefit. So you go into this Q4 season as strategically as you possibly can. Now, I do want to make this abundantly clear. It may be you're like, I don't want a non-owner reliant company, and I want it to be all reliant on me. And that's okay. And I'm not saying that disparagingly. That's truly where some people are at. And I don't want to have walk away income. I'm perfectly fine going in and doing the work every day. In fact, I really enjoy it. What I'm trying to tell you is that's great, but the good news is we have choices. And I'm giving you the choice to be very strategical, like Danita, like Tim and Maya, like Josie. This is your first Q4 season for many of you, a couple thousand of you at least. This is your time to be very strategical and plan this with a bigger game in mind. Because other people can teach you the little tips and tricks and strategies. I'm talking big picture, big picture. All right, so now get your pen and paper out, like I said. Here we go. You're gonna be quizzed on this a lot. I want this drilled into everybody's mind to understand this. The 3 pillars of a successful e-commerce business, they have these 3 pillars in place. Number 1 is cash flow. Now I gotta say, some people come into the e-commerce space and cash flow is not a problem for them. That's awesome. I've had people come in and, I've just sold a business. I'm ready to invest in another industry. And I made out really good with this just happened actually with one of our members. Came in, I got a lot of cash in. I'm gonna get going in an asset business. Great. But many people want to start with cash flow because 1, they need it, but also it does something very powerful for you. It's called proof of concept that it indeed works. When you send in that first shipment to Amazon and it sells for many of you the day it arrives in the warehouse, and you go, holy cow, it works. Like my son and I, when we were business partners, our first sale, we hugged each other and danced around the room like 2 little kids. You should. Go ahead and do that. You have permission to do that because it's always, you hear the stories about everyone else, but it doesn't become real until it's your story of success. So cash flow, you find out it works, you put your money in, you get profit out. I'm going to give you a little example of Tim and Maya. Tim had owned his brick and mortar business, which was in the trophy shop industry. And it took him 5 years to get into profitability. 5 years. That takes a lot of faith and patience and thousands upon thousands of hours of work and sacrifice. And when did they get their cash flow with local retail arbitrage? If you've been in new member orientation, you know the answer. 2 weeks. So that, I'm not talking their first sale. I'm talking about profitability. 2 different things. They were in profitability. Now we're on to the next 2. There's another pop quiz. If you have been in our back office and you see our course offerings, and you scroll down that entire page and you see about 12 or 15 different courses. They're divided into 2 segments. Cash flow courses at the top, and those are our 3 arbitrage courses. We start with that as the foundation. You don't have to start there, but those who want cash flow, that's where you start. And who can tell me what's below that chunk of courses? What's the word? Write in the comment section below. See how you know, Kurt, we need to be doing quizzes on a regular basis for our members. And when they know the answers, they win prizes. But I'll tell you what the answer is. It's assets. Then you move into the true asset building. Because here's the thing. You're not going to be able to sell your local retail arbitrage business very well when you say, hey, you get to step into my shoes and go do scanning for 20, 30 hours a week. They're going to go, that's not a business. That's your job. You know, that's linear income. Assets is something that has value independent of the work that you put into it, such as an email subscriber list, a website with visitors, private label products, your own brand. Those are assets that people will pay very nice sums of change. I know this to be true. They build their e-commerce business to flip and sell for a profit. It's a business model. With me? Okay, that's the assets. And then the systems is what makes it an asset business, because it's like a franchise. Here are all my processes. They don't want to recreate the processes. They want them done for them. All right, so let's move on to the next slide. And I'm going to be repeating this message a lot so you all understand the big picture of how to play full out in the e-commerce space. And you're not hit blindsided. You zoom out and you understand the topography. What does this look like? So how Q4 cash flow helps you? Well, let's state it candidly. It's the lifeblood of your business. Without a steady flow of cash, your business will not be able to invest in new inventory, right? You got to flip it around. Purchase advertising. Advertising gives you scale and exposure. Hire employees. That's what Josie did at a fraction of the cost, hiring overseas. She doesn't do the work anymore. Maintain software and services. That's what helps create automation and have employees who learn how to use the software. And lastly is to invest in ongoing training and business education. It's a progressive space that we work in, and you need to stay current. It doesn't stop. Like, okay, it's all set and it's going to stay this way for the next 10 years. It doesn't work that way. Not offline, not online. And so as a professional is to invest in ongoing training and education. So that's what cash flow does for you. Be thinking about that. I know you want to have some of it to pay down your debt and the goals that you made, but portion some of it out to use as a catapult, a slingshot into 2020. All right, the next slide. Attending our upcoming Trifecta workshop will help you get there far faster. It's the Ecom Accelerator. Now, some of you heard Debbie Kane's interview that I did this past, it was on 4th of July, on Thursday morning. She came in on something like January 6th, and 8 days later, you know what she did? She showed up at Trifecta 8 days later. Because I've had people ask, Ann, but I'm new. I don't know, should I go if I'm new? I'll tell you why she made her decision, and she shared that in her interview. She said, we were in dire straits, and what I needed to do was get into acceleration mode as fast as humanly possible. And she understood that having that one-on-one help at a workshop would help catapult her. Some people get this and others don't. For her, she had been a successful business owner previously, and she understood someone who's done all the hard work and gives you all their shortcuts, it's worth every penny. It's worth every penny. You listen to Kate Curtis, one of our certified trainers, and she says, Ann, everything I have invested in at the e-commerce business school, I have recouped in 2 weeks. Now, she's not a slacker. If you're a slacker, it might not happen in 2 weeks, but she's a hustler. 2 weeks. So that's what Debbie did. She showed up and it catapulted her. You've seen her success showing up. All right, on to the next slide. This is Shannon Gerlach, who attended Trifecta summer of last year. She attended and she hit the ground running. Speaking of the cash flow, 300 books for 2 days, 5 new consumable products for LRA, and 2 shipments out this week. She used her hard-earned knowledge by attending Trifecta to get into very fast results. The same thing will happen for you. All right, so we're going to turn the corner here and just want to let you know this is your last opportunity to have the potential to be able to go into the drawing for one lucky recipient who will be able to come to the Ultimate Business Lifestyle Retreat. Coach Kurt is going to pull that out of the hat. So you need to go to ebsliveevents.com to secure your ticket. But for now, we're going to go on to the next slide. And welcome for those of you who are rolling in right now after you've had a really, I hope, fun, safe, enjoyable 4th of July holiday weekend, right? So we're going to give away that complimentary ticket to the Ultimate Business Lifestyle Retreat. Someone's going to go to bed tonight pretty excited. It'll be in Estes Park, and it's very, very phenomenal. So let's go on to the next. All right, did we want to do some Q&A right now, or just to say that we will be doing Q&A? That's the slide that I see in front of me, Kurt, if that's correct.
We'll answer everybody's questions. We're just going to do a bullet point abbreviation of what the Trifecta is all about. But if you have been waiting, now's the time to pull the trigger so you get into this chance to win that ticket. And I'll keep my eye on that, Ann, as we answer some questions and give some summary of what the Trifecta is all about. But do it now, and there will be another chance, by the way. If you show up in Minnesota, you'll also have another chance at this same ticket and something really big. So, yep, any questions? And by the way, welcome everybody, just a ton of people rolling in. Nina and Carol and Andrea and John and Lisa and Jana and Pam and Andrea and Amanda and Lee and Jennifer and Donna and Nancy, and got a lot of comments back, and everybody answered those questions that you put out there correctly, Ann. So
yay, I like that.
All right.
We have to do these pop quizzes to make. Here's why. What my style of teaching is not just to tell people what to do. It's just it's not what I do. I want people to understand why I make the recommendations that I do, that you have an understanding. There's some cognitive, recognition going on of, yeah, that makes sense. That adds up, Ann. But what I'm not is just telling you what to do, because I want you to understand. That way you own this. You put 2 and 2 together. So I think that's so important. That's the way I've always taught. Okay, Jackie's saying her scene's frozen. I've seen that happen for others. It's happened for me. Hey, Andrea said, owner. Good. I see people answered hi, Carol Smith in the house. Okay, this is great. We've got a lot of engagement tonight. Smart people here. You're passing your quiz. All right, so let's move on, Coach Kurt. Oh my gosh, am I reading what I see? Stick around to learn how to win a $10,000 scholarship. What the heck? Folks, I'm just going to say something. That's Coach Kurt's idea. He's like, Ann, I think we should do this. And the whole staff went, oh, are you serious? And other members who are in the e-commerce master's program went, oh, are you kidding? Like Kate Curtis, like, are you kidding? She said, I would be there just to have the chance to win e-commerce master's program. So gasp is right. So fast mover bonus, slide 26 there, Coach Kurt. There is a fast mover bonus for anyone who joins us at Trifecta purchasing, securing your ticket tonight, is you're going to get the recordings of our 3 1-hour small group coaching sessions by our Executive Director of Training Coaching, Brian Cummings. I hope y'all know who he is, who will assist you in the implementation of hiring a VA. Now, I realize you'll be like, I'm just so not there yet, Ann. That's okay. You'll now have access to it for when you are ready. And to put a plug in for Brian, we just hired our second VA, and we followed Brian's training and coaching to the T. And we have a phenomenal virtual assistant. Oh yeah, seriously, I've been blown away. All right, so let's get to the brass tacks there. Slide 27. It's coming up, Kurt, 2 weeks from now. All right, almost the entire staff will be there up in Bloomington, Minnesota. And we've got on Thursday night our meet and greet, which is where you get to meet your friends and your peers before you walk in the room on Friday. I always like to do that so you get to know each other. That's a really critical part. No, these are not open to the public. These are community, internal community events. They are not open to the public. So all the more we are enriching our community, this mutual brain trust that we have within our community membership, showing up at the trifecta. So Friday is Shop Your Way to Wealth. Saturday is Online Shopping Profit System, and book flipping is on Sunday. I'm going to talk a little bit more about OSPS for how it helps you get into asset building mode and systems. Systems is in all three, by the way. It's in all three. But OSPS definitely launches you faster into the asset building and systems side of the equation, even though it is cash flow as well. Okay, so the next slide is showing those are our 3 arbitrage courses. Remember, that's the cash flow courses in your back office. And you go, well, I'm just in one right now, Ann. It doesn't make sense for me to go and just get exposure to all 3. Well, here's what I've seen to happen. Most everyone comes into Shop Your Way to Wealth, but they layer in these at varying times depending on their own business. They get into book flipping, and then they layer an online shopping profit system. Or you're there for the whole arbitrage and you go, wow, okay, I heard Candida, 80% of her sales volume is coming from online shopping. I'm going to follow in Candida's footsteps. Well, she started with Shop Your Way to Wealth, and she expanded. So you get the whole enchilada when you come to the trifecta. You've got all 3 arbitrage courses, all right? And about 90% of our attendees are in all 3. So that's the recommended option, but it doesn't have to be that. You can attend just one of the 3. Make sense, everybody? We give you the personal preference that works for you. All right, so Shop Your Way to Wealth, there we go. That's on Friday, July 19th. That one starts at 8 a.m. in the morning. Danita wants to showing up early. She's got a lot of ground to cover. So you have met her through the back office. If you're in Shop Your Way to Wealth, that's Danita's voice. And she is the creator of the Shop Your Way to Wealth program. All the videos you watch back there, all the documents, all the PDFs were created by Danita. And so she has flown over from Italy. And guess what, Coach Kurt? She had a baby granddaughter. I'm trying to remember. That was I'm losing track. Was it yesterday or today? I think it was yesterday. Things are moving so fast here. Yesterday. So she came over for a full month because her daughter was due. So she's a brand new grandma. And but she is here from Italy to deliver our Shop Your Way to Wealth workshop. The very program that allowed her to scale and do bigger things, life pursuits, like living in Italy with her husband, Joe. Okay, Saturday, we are on the online shopping profit system. And truly, this program helps you get into getting the systems and teams of people in place. I mentioned Dr. Josie Shepard a minute ago. She has systems in place and the teams in place. That's a part of the overall system. As much as anyone owning a McDonald's franchise, a Subway, or Anytime Fitness, you name it, there's so many franchises. That's essentially what Dr. Josie did. She got it all systematized, got a team trained, and hey, yo, people, go run my businesses and I'll just go have a trip to Hawaii while you're all bringing profit into my business, which, by the way, she has a very, very successful business. I can't share and disclose the numbers, but yeah, maybe at end of year we'll be announcing, but she's on track for some really big numbers this year. So our online shopping profit system, next slide, was created by Brian Cummings. He's our director of training coaching. He's done a phenomenal job of creating that program and creating really big success for our members through that program. The next slide shows we provide you with an online worksheet, a spreadsheet that has very sophisticated formulas in it. You don't need to go through the thousands of hours that Brian went through. He did it for us. He is providing that to you. And can you say thank you and amen? I mean, most people don't have the mental capacity to do the stuff that Brian does. Respectfully stating so, me one of them, I don't know how to do that stuff. I'm just saying, all right? But Brian does, and that's what he's created. And so he gives that to us. He even gives you the training that you can send to your new VA to go through and learn how to do this. It's best if you learn it first though, okay? Next slide is, remember, a big cornerstone of the online shopping profit system is to get those virtual assistants set up. So let me just speak to that. Remember I said that Q4 is to create cash flow to do what? Catapult you into 2020 to help you get the teams and systems set up for scale and automation. So the cash flow, what Danita did is, hey, husband Joe, you're done with your job. Time to pack it up. You're coming home. You're going to be working with me now. And he was more than happy to do so. Trust me. He had to drive to work, that whole 9 yards, that kind of a lifestyle. Done, comes home. And they use that cash flow to also get into other scalable methods, setting up systems and processes and teams of people. That's why you work so hard in Q4. That's why it pays off to come and listen to experts. Check this one out. Coach Kurt, is for you and everybody else who might happen to know. How many Q4 selling seasons has Brian Cummings been through?
This is going to be his 11th, I believe.
I think so too. He's been doing it for 10 years. He's heading into his 11th Q4 season. Do you think he might have something of value to tell you about Q4? Because the dynamics of Q4 is, it's a different animal. It's a different beast. It's because of velocity. It gets crazy and interesting. It's a bucking bronco, and you want to know how to ride that bronco to get to the big cash flow, like what Danita did. The following year, she did almost 50 grand in the month of December. All right. So can you imagine learning from a veteran who has been through 10 seasons of Q4, and you're brand new and going, I don't know what this Q4 thing is all about. Oh, you'll find out. Whether you join us or not, you'll find out. And you may go, dang it. And you know what? She told me about this. She said it was going to be different. She said there was going to be a lot of money to be had. And look at so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. You know, I maybe should have listened to Ann. I maybe should have. So I'm telling you now, because it's going to come. It's going to happen. And you want to be as prepared as much as possible. There's a lot of subtleties and nuances. For example, for some people, that season is so busy, they get pre-made dinners done ahead of time and in the freezer because you're working at a furious pace. What's that saying? Make hay while the sun is shining? I think that's the saying. Make hay while the sun is shining. And you don't go, you know, I think I'll just put in 3 hours in my business this week. No. Not when Q4 comes. Why? Because the money is made in Q4. All right. So we'll go on to the next slide there, which is book flipping. That's on Sunday. And by the way, the big season there, Brian has 3 Christmases a year. You know, I thought Christmas just once a year, Ann. Well, he has 3 because he has done the book category for 5 years. And his specialty, you can go to the next slide, Coach Kurt, for anyone who attends all 3 days, is this very, very, very special bonus. This is a take it to the bank mega bonus, and that is the textbook arbitrage system. So what you need to know about Brian is his 3 Christmases. One was Christmas in December. The other 2 were the back to the semesters for the college system when students come in and buy their books, August and January. And so if you see a screenshot of his sales, you'll go see his big spike in August. That one's actually bigger than January. Big spike in December, whoosh, big spike in January. 3 Christmases, one the normal Christmas rush from buying all the gifts and everything, but the other 2 is because of textbook season, which is very, very lucrative. Textbook season has been very good to Brian. 1 month alone was over $20,000 in profit to put money down on a house. Now I do new member orientation every Wednesday, and I have people every single week. You know, we want to buy a new home. We want to buy a home. And they're looking for the money to do so. Following Brian's footsteps, right? So the textbook arbitrage system is new in this regard. This is doing it all online without having to go and scan and at the libraries, etc. And your VA in the Philippines is doing that search for you while you're sleeping. And then you wake up in the morning and there's the list and you order your books. And these are big profits during the textbook selling season. Does this make sense, everybody? I hope this isn't too much foreign language. Arbitrage is buy low, sell high. And with the textbook season, this is when you do it all online. So he did it for years where he was going to the thrift stores, going to the libraries. This is all online. And so he's like, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to farm it off to my VAs. He's got a lot of systems in place, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of systems, and you are the beneficiaries of it. Now, let me be clear. That's for those who show up for all 3 days of trifecta. I don't want anyone mad or upset, but them's the rules, right, Coach Kurt? You have to be there at trifecta in order to get that bonus. There you go. So now we're on to the next slide, slide 39, your trifecta package. Again, for those who attend all 3 days, is the textbook arbitrage system. Okay, on to the next. Hey, we got a fun story to share with you. This is Beth Donahue, who came to last year's trifecta in July, 1 year ago. She says, my numbers are up to $7,000 a month. Now, just so you guys know, she works 2 part-time jobs. She's not doing this full time.
Hey, Ann, Beth is in the webinar still, I believe. I saw her comment earlier, and so Beth
in Zoom or in live
in Facebook, she has been commenting. Yeah, so Beth joined us. So Beth just confirmed to everybody that you're a real person and you are listening to us right now. That's if you're still listening, but she joined a little bit ago. So welcome, Beth.
Yeah, thank you, Beth. So here is someone who was looking for more options. So shooting for $10,000 a month before Q4. I'm looking to buy a house, get involved, just join us. The best thing about this is I don't have a cap. I don't have a boss. I don't have to ask for a raise. And that's what I hear when I'm interviewing people. What attracts them into e-commerce is I don't want to be capped. I want it unlimited. I ain't afraid to work hard, and I'm ready to blow this up. That's Beth. Okay, she takes care of horses too. So she's a busy gal. Let's see the next slide there. She says, my first I guess this was after joining the program. My first trifecta was a month later. It was phenomenal. It really helped me get to where I wanted to go. So you're saying Beth is here in the, okay. So folks, we ain't making up Beth. She's real. And you can say, is this true, Beth? This is really happening? Please say it's true, Beth. It's true. It's true. And the next slide, the live event, there is nothing to compare to. If there is any way you can get there, do it. It will jumpstart your business. All right, and another one by Beth. You're coming into the best community ever. I agree. Just saying. I do. I agree. I'm looking forward to our next event, which she did. She came to e-commerce funnel mastery in March. I don't know what I'd be doing if it wasn't for you. The sky's the limit. How do you like that? And you know what? She knows the sky's the limit. Some of you don't know that yet. You haven't made it to an event yet. You haven't put into practice what we provided you, but she knows it. She knows the potential ahead. She's going for scale. I know Beth. Beth, I know you're going for more than a house. True or true. She'll be setting her next set of goals. Next one. So 95%, our most popular choice is the complete arbitrage trifecta workshop series, which includes, oh, Kurt, we give away so much. I'm just saying. The lifetime access to the e-commerce acceleration membership. The membership, which is 2 group coaching calls per week, strictly on the arbitrage. You're going to have Danita and Kay and Brian, our arbitrage certified trainers. Think about that for a minute. You're not in this? Come Q4, the trifecta members get to be in 2 group coaching calls every week. Hey, I ran into this situation. What can you tell me? All those subtleties and nuances. There's so many that play out. And there's nothing like having it real time in the call, group coaching. That's 8 group coaching per month. Infinite. So many people ask us, wait, is there a monthly fee here? No. I think there should be, quite frankly, because we have an enormous staff. But you're getting that for lifetime, the e-commerce acceleration membership. Okay, so once again, that fast mover bonus, gotta buy by what, Kurt? Midnight tonight, Central Standard Chicago time. If you want this special bonus, which I can vouch for, Carol Smith is in the house. I know Carol used this to help her with her CPA firm, her accounting practice for hiring and how helpful it was. I'm with you, Carol, because it helped us here at the e-commerce business school, is you're going to get Brian's exceptional training program, which on hiring, which I got to tell you, my son and I, true story from 2007, we attended a week-long conference we paid $10,000 for, and there was only one topic that sold me for going to that conference. It was for hiring practices. It was a humdinger for me. I said to my son, we need to go to this. We were hiring like crazy when we first came online and blew it up. We were hiring and hiring and hiring, and then we ran into snag. I'm like, I need more training on this. That's how crucial this is. But when you start to scale and automate your business, the last thing you want to do is have to do what's called a rehire. It's not fun. The cost of a rehire is worth 1 year's annual salary. So you want to get the right person right from the get-go. All right, now we're not done though. Next slide there, 46 is, we're including the ultimate bonus. So with your purchase of your Trifecta series workshops, you also receive that lifetime membership into e-commerce acceleration. That's what that looks like. All 3 base arbitrage course materials come with that. There you go, lifetime access to 8 group arbitrage coaching calls every month, slide 50. And here is what Christy Dubin says. The wealth of knowledge, support, and creativity have really inspired me to stay on track and move my business forward. Here's Tim. We love this community. I'm going to read this fully. I agree with Danita. It's the incredible friends we're making and the great training we're receiving as we all share the same goal of growing our businesses through not only Amazon, but in other avenues as well. Let me just tell you folks, this is really important. Sociologists have determined from many extensive studies that your future is most accurately predicted by virtue of the 5 main people you hang around. The 5 main people you hang around. They are the greatest predictor of your future. Does it not stand to reason that you ought to develop business friendships here in the e-commerce business school? If you heard Danita on Friday, she said, I have lifetime friends. We travel to each other's homes. They're in daily communication. That's what sociologists have to say. So consider your 5 closest friends. Are they going to take you to the lifestyle that Josie has? I'm not saying ditch your old friends. I don't want to say that, Coach Kurt. I would never want to say that. But I am telling people, those 5 top people that you most closely associate with, if you're wondering how your future is forecasted, it's from that factoid. Consider that, my friends. Why do you think we have the Ultimate Business Lifestyle Retreat? Forging friendships. I tell you, I've trained on this in the past. Your network will determine your net worth, hands down, every single time. Your network will determine your net worth. And those are business friendships. I know that's a new world and a new way of thinking if you've never been in business before, but I'll tell you, them's are the facts. All right, we'll get to the next one, which is Randy. I deeply value my relationships with like-minded people who are smart, creative, energetic, and how about this, supportive. These folks who say, my husband, he thinks it's one of those. He's just not supporting me. He's afraid it's going to be a scam. You know, all this kind of noise that cast doubt on what you're doing. And trust me, that doubt will destroy your business like nobody's business. What you need are people who support you. People who have gone before you. Danita, Tim, Randy, all these many people who say, it's all good. Come and be with us. Debbie Kane is going to be there. Candida is going to be there. Candida is going to be certified. That's right. She's one of our newest certified trainers. So the next slide. Your private group mastermind exclusive to the e-commerce acceleration members. You're going to be on our special private Facebook group page, which is really dedicated to the people who I'm going full bore. I've been looking, I've been wanting, I was skeptical, I was doubtful, oh, this and that and the other thing, but I've made up my mind. I'm re-careering, I'm doing it in e-commerce, and I'm doing it here at the e-commerce business school. So that's who that's really dedicated to. Next slide is you will receive also as part of your trifecta, one-on-one private coaching specifically for you. 3 one-hour sessions. We actually have 4. You have your ignition session, 2 technical sessions, and then you have a strategy session, okay? So invite to our once a year Ultimate Business Lifestyle Retreat. You'll be invited to that, but tonight someone's gonna win that ticket. Everybody's hanging on, hanging on. Next slide there. So you'll be joining us at our 2-day mastermind retreat, which is the perfect event to stretch your vision and further bond you to the very community that will help get you there. Business growth will be a natural outcome from this special time together with my highest level mentorship group. It's just a different, I'm going to say it respectfully, caliber of people. You know, the doubters and the skeptics stand on the fringe looking in. Some naysayers, that's just life. It just pans out this way. They're on the outside looking at why it's not going to work. And then there's those who say, you know what? I am going to make this work. I've seen the proof. I'm going to make it happen. And I want to talk to the people who feel the same as I do. Because you hang around with the water cooler buddies who like to rain on people's parade, you're not going to get any further. So you want to hang with those who have put those water cooler moments away and they want to be in the winner's circle. Okay, so the big news. I don't know when you say the announcement, Kurt. Do I keep going yet? What point do you announce this? I don't remember when you...
We'll announce it at the end. People still have a chance. They've been sitting on the fence. They know they need to do it. You can go. And then, you know, I was looking at that e-commerce acceleration membership. For, you know, we love the workshops and the people that come get transformed, become family. But even without that, people should purchase the e-commerce acceleration mentorship program just on that value in and of itself, of the ongoing, unlimited, small group coaching, being in the private, exclusive Facebook masterminding page, just on and on and on. It's just like, wow. You know, okay, you can't come to Minnesota, join anyway. It's like, to us, we're on the inside, and we're hanging around with winners. It's like a no-brainer, and I know it's a huge investment, but, you know, I paid more than that for one course for one of my kids for a college year. You know, it's like, and got nothing out of that. So anyway, I won't go there. Anyway, they need to do it right now if they want to be included in the selection of drawing a name out of a hat here coming up really, really shortly. But first, there's some bigger news, Ann.
And that's ebsliveevents.com, correct, Kurt? I want to make sure I have that right. Okay. ebsliveevents.com. All right. So bigger news. We're on to that with the big purple font there. Complimentary e-commerce master's program membership. Oh, this is our first ever. We will be giving away to a random attendee at the Trifecta Workshop in Minnesota in July, our e-commerce master's program. We have never done this before, and I don't believe we're going to ever do this again. It's a $10,000 value. You get every course we have. It's just crazy, and tons of mentorship. We'll get that in a minute. And also another ticket will be given away coming up in 2 weekends for the Ultimate Business Lifestyle Retreat. So we're giving away 2 UBL tickets and 1 e-commerce master's program membership.
That's crazy. Oh, and by the way, those tickets are non-transferable. You win it, you come. You can't give it to someone else.
Thank you for qualifying that. That's right. All right. So the next one is kind of a visual synopsis of there's 4 main components to the e-commerce master's program. And this is just my educator in me. I want things thorough and comprehensive. I don't want any holes in the net. I want a fully supportive net for you. So at the top is your training center. Recordings, live, online, documents, tools, and resources. Extremely extensive, which by the way, the bulk have been created by Brian and Josie, both highly, highly successful e-commerce sellers who are very, very detail oriented. Have you ever taken a course where it's just like huge gaps? Well, Kurt, I've seen those. They're painful. So we're not that. Number 2 is mentoring from the trainers and coaches. We'll get into that in a moment, how extensive that is. Number 3 is the community of empowering business friends for masterminding and accountability. Again, your network determines your net worth. You'll get into private or small group coaching, small group masterminding groups, peer mastermind. And lastly is my optional leadership development track. It's a career path where people can become trainers and coaches. So next slide is just a little visual there, the EMP Mastermind Peer Group. Next is the Leadership Development System. We call it TLC Mastermind, which stands for Trainers, Leaders, and Coaches. And next, Coach Kurt, this is your brainchild, so I think it's only fair you spell out. Again, this is handholding, and people need it. So why don't you go through the details of this new development and enhancement?
Yeah, what it is just someone that's down the path a little bit or maybe a lot farther than you. When you come into the e-commerce master's program, you're going to be paired up together, meet together every few minutes every week to make sure that you are taking advantage of all of the assets and empowerment that you have within the program. They're going to help you, kind of be your guide and campus tour. What really breaks Ann and I's heart oftentimes is people don't realize all that's available for them. And so we want to assign you to someone that has done that, is doing that, and can help you organize that for your life and your business, because it's all personalized. There's no cookie cutter program going on here. Another thing about the EMP is e-commerce masters program, you will get a full intake roadmap done for you. And so it's just kind of a peer guide to help you along the way and point you to things as you need them along the way, and where to find them and who to go to and all that kind of stuff, because we have so much a wealth of empowerment, resources, and support here for you.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach Kurt. That's a beautiful addition and enhancement to the master's program. And next is a trifecta and e-commerce acceleration summary. So we're talking about the 3 full days. And then the bonus for everyone who attends all 3 days is the textbook online arbitrage course. The 100-hour bonus, which ends tonight, is the small group coaching series to hire a VA created by Brian Cummings. So it is a $2,997. And Coach Kurt, I think about the people who, I'm going to say almost without question, because it begins from as soon as they give birth to baby Johnny or whatever, and we're going to put him through college. And by golly, even if it costs $70,000 and we have to mortgage our house further to do this, no questions asked. We got to catapult our Johnny into adulthood with a $70,000 college education. That happens to the tune of $1 trillion. Anyways, this is a sure winner of what truly works. And I'm going to say this, Coach Kurt, I went to the University of Minnesota. They had nothing to compare to this. I had my chemistry professor, and you showed up and you had chemistry lab. There was no mentorship. There was no small group coaching. It was just generalized education. Nothing compares in terms of our business school education to what we put together here. All right, now those of you who have joined the hustle, you get to apply 997 to discount off of your 2,997, okay, which would bring it to a $2,000 balance. Or right now, let's say you're not a hustle member. Some of you are even saying, I don't even know what hustle is, Ann, okay? So you can then apply the $100 discount code if you purchase right now in this webinar, okay? And I honestly don't know what that code is, Kurt. Is that, maybe Lisa can post it in the comment section. I don't know what the code is.
You know what? The next slide is my text number, and if someone wants to text me, I don't think we want to give the code publicly. And so if someone wants to text me, I will reply with that code.
Okay. So there is Coach Kurt's phone number. Jot it down, 815-980-7386. You can text back, say, hey, Coach Kurt, I want the discount code. And I'm all thumbs, Coach Kurt. I can't even seem to find that link. And he'll send you that link too, but just make that request of him. That's ebsliveevents.com. And then we're going to go to Q&A. And then I believe there will be an announcement. But I'm going to look for any, there was someone who we got a message today. She's looking to come to Trifecta. I don't know if I could say her name. I probably shouldn't. But if she does, she's eligible to get in line to win this special prize. Her name begins with an R, the letter R. Okay, so I've got my phone open. I just want to look through. Okay, Rebecca is saying, how do I claim my free ticket from my prior purchase? Rebecca, I gather you are a Hustle member, and email into our support desk, support@ecommercebusinessschool.com. Because yes, we do need people to claim so we can, well, we've already printed manuals off, I gotta say. And so, but just email into our support desk. Or Rebecca, when you're in our back office in the lower right, you're gonna see this, it's a magical blue button. It says support. Click on that button and then type in there, hey, I believe I have a free ticket to claim. I want my free ticket. You let them know, okay? And truly, we sent off our print order on Friday. So.
Okay, it's 6 minutes past the hour. I'm going to wait 2 more minutes and text me, say, Kurt, I am going to make this purchase right now. I want to be part of possibly getting that free gift tonight. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to text me and say I'm on my way in. Otherwise, Ann, in 2 minutes, we are going to announce the winner, if you will, or the one person that we have chosen to randomly bless with this ticket to the ultimate business lifestyle.
A blessing.
Oh, absolutely. They get to hang out with you and I for a weekend. I mean, come on.
Thank you. I'm going to tell you what. Thank you on that note, Coach Kurt. This is a multi-million-dollar staff who works here at the e-commerce business school in terms of their capabilities and competencies are literally off the charts. I have other successful business owners who've said, Ann, I could never do what you do. I couldn't run a team like you do. I don't even know how I would begin to do that. And I'm like, you really? It was my copywriting coach. He said that. He said, Ann, I couldn't do what you do. I don't even know how you do it. And for me, it's kind of like breathing. Anyways, I'll just say it is a really, really talented group. So I'm just thumbing through my phone here. Oh, 56 comments have rolled in. So, oops, I got to turn the volume down. So, okay. Alrighty, so Lisa's replying to Becky. Donna is saying amazing giveaways. Thank you, Donna, my dear. Hi there, greetings to you, BJ. With Bertha. Hello, Bertha. I remember you were in new member orientation.
Okay, Ann, I have to re-scramble it. Someone just made the commitment to come. Nope, two people made the
Wait, does her
commitment.
name begin? Is there one with an R? Because I think she's
Yep.
really trying.
Yep.
Hey, hugs, hugs.
Yep.
Hugs, fellow homeschool Minnesotan mama.
Yep.
Boom.
And so if you are texting me looking for a link, you can ask for the link here in the comment section or support at ecommercebusinessschool.com. And please give me your name so that I can add you in. We're about to do...
Yeah. It's exciting.
Yep.
It really is. Oh, I just have to put in a plug about Estes Park. It is so beautiful. We have quite a number of our people who attended the last one who are coming again. And for some people, this would seem to defy business logic that, you mean you're not going to teach us how to set up the buy bot or get into the buy box and how to do a listing? No, this event is about you, developing you into a premium CEO that can grow, a multi-million-dollar automated, scalable e-commerce business. Because I'm going to just be really candid. When people wonder, why does she succeed and not this person? Why not me? It's all here. It's all mindset. And we all need, including me, ongoing work with our mindset to have that success mindset. Kay has been teaching and training us for 12 weeks straight. Because some people, I'm going to be really honest, you can tell by comments for some folks, they're not playing in the winner's circle. Their mindset is playing in the loser's circle because of the mindset. So this mindset is so key. That's what we do. All right, so I apparently don't see all, but Johnny, I like your comment. Beth, are you real? LOL. Thank you, Johnny. All right, so.
Okay, Ann. I am ready now. We are ready. I'm about to re-roll the tumbler.
No, nobody else, no one else last minute? Did you give them ample warning?
The 2 minutes is up and got the text in, and hit that text really fast. Now, wait, I'll do it. That's okay. Come on. Give it another 30, 60 seconds here. We're about to re-roll.
I want to add this in, Kurt. Not only do they have the eligibility for tonight to get that ticket, but it's going to be repeated in trifecta for UBL and EMP.
Yep.
$10,000.
Yep.
I can hardly believe it.
Okay. I'm not getting any other text in. Hit send and finish the text.
Wait, hang on. Someone is conflicted.
Oh, there's a bunch of conflicted people out there. Absolutely. There's a bunch of them. We're messing with their heads in a good way.
But this is the mommy. I think she was your star winner in hey there, hi Kiro. Anyways, I won't go into, but someone who had a recent back surgery.
Yeah, right.
Alrighty, so Kurt, I am going to be quiet now and let you run the show.
I don't want to run the show, but here we go. No more text. No more comments. Here we go. Rolling the dice. Boom. 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 It is Jeanette Bowen is the winner. Congratulations, Jeanette. Looking forward to seeing you in Colorado. Now, we do need to know that you're coming and all that kind of stuff. So, Jeanette Bowen, congratulations.
Jeanette,
you just got a ticket, too.
Oh, there was Renee going, me. There'll be more. There's going to be more Renee in Minnesota.
Yep.
But congratulations to Jeanette. It will be a pleasure to meet you at Trifecta. Just to clarify, they need to come to Trifecta to then be able to get their UBL ticket.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. And she's only those that were committed to come were in this tumbler.
In the tumbler.
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. Any other questions? And thank you so much to our lovely Lisa Celine. Oh, people are congratulating Jeanette. Okay. Is it Jeanette?
Yep.
Jeanette. Okay. Jeanette. All righty. Awesome. Hey, so we're excited. Um, stay tuned. Stay tuned. We are moving into very, very exciting times, and there'll be more exciting news coming up. And never question relative to being in the right place at the right time with the right people. I
And Ann,
really mean that.
and
What
someone
happened?
with an area code of 919 just texted me that they want to come to Trifecta, but I don't know
Yeah.
who it is. I might be able to research your number in our database, but if you'd please put your name in the text too, that would be great, and we can touch base with you tomorrow.
Okay. Someone with the area code 919, you said?
909.
Oh, 909.
Yep.
All righty. So,
So text
um,
text me your name also if you would please.
yeah. And like her, I think it was Rebecca earlier, someone, if you feel you have a ticket to claim via your side hustle package, that's you gotta let us know. We gotta know because I know Lisa, she's been doing those name tags and she's going out of town come Wednesday. So you gotta get that ticket claimed, everybody. We really need to see you make that. There are a lot of people eligible to claim their ticket, by the way, through their side hustle coaching package. Gotta claim your ticket, okay? And this is being held in Bloomington, Minnesota. I don't think do we have that on the slide deck? But that's where it's located is, oh, that's so nice. Lots of people giving the congratulations. That's very kind, everybody. We appreciate that. It's a first ever, so it's a big deal. All right. Um, Again, we're here in Zoom, Coach Kurt and I, but if you do have any specific questions, you can ask now, but also you can text Coach Kurt. Maybe Lisa can put that in the panel in the or I don't know if you want in the comment section, but you can text Coach Kurt and he can set up an appointment with you tomorrow to make sure you get in, to be able to take advantage. Now I will say the bonus though, Coach Kurt, the one from Brian, that does end tonight at midnight,
Yep.
which is the coaching and mentoring session that Brian did on hiring and training a VA.
Yep.
That ends tonight at midnight, just to be clear. So we don't want anyone upset with us.
And so the couple people that have texted me, we will get you that bonus too. I mean, you made the commitment, Shirley, you made the commitment, and
Okay.
others. So as long as you have made that commitment, we're people of our word. We believe other people are our word. So as long as you made the commitment now, and we might have to, get you some more information or get the
Right.
electrons or money connected tomorrow, we'll give you that bonus.
Perfect. Yeah, you're giving us your intention and that's going to be our agreement here. Perfect. Anybody else who needs to text Kurt so that you can get in a call with him tomorrow, just let us know. We've had people who are like, Beth is in the house with their husband. You're brand new. And it was Debbie Kane, who was brand new. She came in on January 6th. And voila, she's down at Trifecta 8 days later. She drove up from Houston to Dallas. But she had a little bit of context. She had a friend who referred her here, and that's a friend of mine. So it's kind of like this mutual trust thing, which is always really helpful. But again, Debbie's main reason for coming to a Trifecta, this is back in January, is she and her husband John were in dire straits to accelerate fast because they had been eBay sellers and eBay did some goofy stuff and there went their business. And they're like, we got to hit the hard road, hit the road running here. And she was so impressed with Brian, during the book flipping session. And there's a picture of Brian standing right next to Debbie and John, helping them to evaluate their books. And she said, I need that kind of one-on-one. That's what I need. Thank you, Nancy, for the congrats, and Al and Michelle and all the wonderful people giving kudos. So Jeanette may not be here, but she's going to be pretty wild. We have to email her and make sure she's fully aware because I don't know that she's tagged here in this thread, but we're going to have to let her know. So yeah, I see Clark is watching and Clark is going to be there. My son David is going to be there filming and taking pictures at Trifecta. Hey, now those of you coming who replied to our poll, our survey for your t-shirt, we just sent those in. Others will have to ship later, but for those showing up at Trifecta, tell you what, if you get your boot camp tags in time, if you're in Coach Kurt's boot camp, bring your tags. I'll show you. They look like this, right? And by the way, our newest members, your boot camp starts tomorrow morning with Coach Kurt, right, Coach Kurt? So this is what it looks like. Okay. Other people still texting you, Coach Kurt? So make sure you text Coach Kurt, but bring these and we'll do a photo with you guys, okay? We want to really make it personal and brag on you. That's right. I like to brag on people. All righty. Any last questions? Let's see. Jeannie. Oh, so is Jeannie the one who is her last name Rogers? Nope. Okay. So Jeannie had technical. Hi, Christy. Good evening to you, Christy. Jeannie said I had technical difficulties and I missed most of this. Ugh. Well, this is being recorded. It's a Facebook Live, and it'll end up the full thing on the page. I'd really like it, Jeannie, if you listen to the beginning where I taught about the 3 pillars of e-commerce business success. We're going to have it such that everybody in the community 100% understands these. We're creating an actual training unit around this. That being, it's so important you understand the bigger picture at play here with e-commerce. You know, when you're in the narrow confines of learning local retail arbitrage, the reality is when you zoom out and you use LRA strategically with Q4, with our high touch workshops, it's intended to help catapult you above and beyond. Maybe some of you will be okay being out there scanning for years to come, but others are like, I think I'd like to be able to have it done all from home, automated. That Josie story, I want that to be me, right? Okay, Jose, what you need to do is go to our website and you're going to see the support button. You more than likely did receive your email, and for some reason, maybe you didn't check your PayPal account. This is specifically for Jose, who just posted. But I would be amazed if you didn't get it. It could be it landed in your junk folder, your spam folder, or you didn't check your PayPal email account. And we can tell when someone got it, okay? We have programming such, we can even tell when people open their email, if they click the link. So I would be really, really amazed if you didn't get your email. So double check, but email our support desk and they'll be more than happy to help you and get you your username and password, okay? And login link. Okay. My wife and I just completed the boot camp. When will we receive our tags? Will it be by the trifecta? I think you were saying it might not.
Nope, I just received them this weekend. I'm going to jump on it now. I'm going to mail them out hopefully by, there's some processing that needs to be done by the middle of the week, so you should have them by the end of the week, at the very latest, earliest next week, so you can bring them with you to Minnesota.
Or conceivably, oh, you won't be there, yeah. So yeah, I was going to say you could bring them with you. Okay, so Lisa is replying to Jose. All right, that's how high touch we are. Honestly, we don't want anyone to ever wonder or wander or feel like they didn't get their stuff. It's been sent. It's been sent. It's just helping you find it. That's that whole email deliverability issue. Okay, anybody else with any other questions? Because I appreciate that. Like if you are missing something, got a question, let us know. And do text Coach Kurt if you want to be able to claim that bonus. And you're like, I got to talk to Coach Kurt tomorrow. Then just text Coach Kurt. He'll need your name so that he can kind of lock you into the bonus. Okay, right, Coach Kurt? Got to have that name. You got to text him. All righty. Okay. All right. Well, I'm just going to close with this thought. Our goal is this. It's to empower the family economy, because my belief is that entrepreneurs, as you create that bigger business through automation and scale, is for you to go out and do the great things that you desire in your life. And here's an interesting fact. And this is you folks, by the way. This is the data that comes back from you folks. When I survey you on why you're doing your business, and we give you like 5 different options, you know what comes in at the top of the list at a fairly large percentage is you want to help other people. That's from our data. It used to be different about 2 years ago. It's changed, and now number 1 is I want to give back. By growing wealth for me and my family, I then want to give back. So when I help you grow that business so that you can have your own strong family economy, people talk about the national economy. Let's talk about the family economy to strengthen your family economy so your family can go out and do those great things that you desire, giving to charities and foundations and contributions that you're passionate about. This is what you folks have told me through your surveys. You know, people answer differently, but that's at the top of the list, is giving back. So that's our goal here, is to empower you and your family economy to go out and do what you want to do, you know, in the world. All righty. So I think we're good. Coach Kurt, will you give it a wrap? Any more people reaching out to you?
Oh, I think we're good to go.
All righty. Thanks, everybody. God bless. Thank you, Coach Kurt. I appreciate you taking time. I know you're in Eastern Standard. It's getting late. Thank you for investing in your time with our folks in the way that you do. You are outstanding, an amazing, amazing member of our community and our staff. So thank you.
You're welcome. And for my new boot campers tomorrow, be there. We will have fun.
A 10 hut or something like that, right?
Yeah, there you go.
All righty. Bye-bye, everybody.